Okay, so welcome everyone in. Happy Tuesday. So we're going to go through a fat loss Q&A. So any questions you have in regards to getting shredded for summer, drop them in the comments below and I will answer anything the best I can. So the first question someone's asked, the cost for Lean to 16. So it depends on who you want coaching, you want me or another team, and exactly how much support you need with the program, because this program is very customized to you. So if you're interested in the Lean in 16 program, drop me a message with the word Lean in 16 and we can talk about the next steps from there. This is a really good question. So liquid protein shake for breakfast versus solid food for breakfast. I struggle for energy on liquid. Personally, I don't really like liquid meals because I'd rather eat whole food because it's more satiating and more filling. So that'd be my suggestion. I would always recommend that you eat whole foods first rather than trying to drink shakes, in particular if you're in a fat loss phase. When in a bulking phase, I might use more whole foods, more shakes just to be able to get more in, but generally on that I wouldn't use liquid. What do you think is an ideal split for training female? I know a lot aren't keen on as much upper work. I like the upper lower training split. I think works really well. I just don't think women need maybe as much flat chest training. Okay, so someone asked, best time to get shredded for summer. You need to start now, which is why we just launched the Lean in 16 program, because it gives you 4 months into July to get in the best shape possible. The biggest mistake people make so it's a good one. So it is interesting to do a low sugar carb diet, still eating same but not much. So I would recommend that you want to do a form of carbohydrate cycling. So what we recommend for everyone is you do a form of carb cycling. So you do more carbohydrates on days you work out, less carbohydrates on days you don't work out, and that's how you get to eat carbs and actually enjoy them whilst losing body fat. So that would be my suggestion. Best way to measure body fat percentages. The best way to measure body fat percentages is in what's called a DEXA scan, which basically will put you in water and submerge you. The body fat scales are the biggest load of bullshit in the world. You do not want to be using those. The ones I have here say 33% body fat, which is obviously not correct. Question from Matt Marsman: how long do you train now? So generally I would train for probably around 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hours. Definitely calorie deficit, just not eating enough if you're not gaining weight. It is relatively simple. And I think that's it in terms of the main questions that come into here. So I'm going to talk about the 3 other reasons why people don't lose weight when it comes to the summer getting in shape. Number 1 is you put yourself in a calorie deficit that's too steep, you can't stick to. So if you're too aggressive in the beginning, that means the diet then isn't terrible for you to actually stick to, which is really, really important. So if you can't stick to a diet for like 8 to 12 weeks or 16 weeks, then you won't actually be able to get results, because for you to actually lose fat, you have to be able to stick to a diet for a while. You're not going to see results in 2 weeks or stuff. Probably craving carbohydrates, which will force you to come off of your diet. Which what we want to do is you want to have carbohydrates specifically timed within your nutrition so that you can fuel your workouts, build muscle, shred body fat, feel good, and also get to enjoy some of the foods you love. The last point I would suggest in terms of big mistakes people make is probably trying to do too much cardio too quickly. So one of the things I suggest you want to do is you want to start at the beginning of your fat loss journey, doing as little cardio as possible, and then from then onwards incrementally adding cardio in as you need to as fat loss slows. Those would be the key points I would look at in terms of you maximising your fat loss approach, and that for the summer. So that is the majority of the questions that have been answered. If anyone has anything else, drop them in the chat now and we'll run through that for you now. Just from actually transforming your physique, your business, your personal life, and everything else can improve from there onwards. So that's one of those things I think about, is to make sure that you're actually focusing on not just getting in shape as being the one thing that's going to be a catalyst that can change all of our things in life. So that will be some Tuesday wins from me. I hope everyone has an absolutely wonderful rest of the day, and we'll see you very soon.